tutorial is this last one in this set of 6 on tables, graphs and equations for junior school. We're going to look at solving using an equation, the y equals mx plus c equation. So if we look at this first example here, we've got 2x minus 5. Now we want to know, what does y equal if x is 10? Now this is exactly the same as what we were doing in our video in part 3, when we were getting a number pattern from an equation. So we were putting in if x was 1, if x was 2, if x was 3, etc. Okay, so it's exactly the same process. We just have to remember that 2x means 2 times x. So y, if x is 10, y is equal to 2 times 10 minus 5. So we've got 20 minus 5, which gives us 15. Okay, that one's straightforward. Now the tricky part happens when we have to find out what x would have been if the answer y was 35. So if the answer was 35, looking at this equation, 2 times what minus 5 equaled 35. So what if we hadn't minus the 5? If we hadn't minus the 5, we would have had 2 times x. If we hadn't minus the 5, we would have had 40. So what could x have been? 2 times something is 40. Well, that something has to be 20, doesn't it? So x must have been 20. Let's try it going forward. 2 times 20 minus 5. 2 times 20 is 40. 40 minus 5. Correct, we got the right one. Okay, let's try it for a couple more. The second one here. This equation. What does y equal if x is 15? So y is equal to 4 times, that was meant to say n was 15. So 4 times 15 plus 5. So 2 15s are 30, so 4 of them must be 60. 60 plus 5, 65 is our answer for that one. But here's the ones working backwards. What would the x have been if y was 53? So if this was 53, 4 times something plus 5. Now if we hadn't added the 5 on, we hadn't added this 5 to this number, what would it have been? The 4n would have been here by itself. And if we hadn't added the 5 on, that would have only been 48. So 4n, 4 times what is equal to 48? 4 times 12 is 48, so n is equal to 12. Righty-ho, one more example. So here we go. What is y equal if x is 30? Y is equal to 5 times n, did it again, that should have been n, 5 times 30 minus 3. Okay, 5 times 30. 5 3s are 15, and we'll put the O on the end. 5 3s are 15, put the 0 on the end. 150 minus 3, 147. That's what y is equal to. Okay, working backwards, what could the x have been equal to if the y was 97? So if this was 97, 5 times n, 5 times something, minus 3. Okay, we minus 3 from it. What if we hadn't minus the 3? If we hadn't minus the 3, we would have been at 100. 5 times what? Because it's 100. N has to be 20. 5 times 20 is 100. Okay, that's all there is to it with this final video. If you're unsure still about 5n, meaning 5 times n, go back to the first of the series, part 1 at 6, and have a look there. Okay, to get a better understanding of the basics of some algebra.